Yes, they knew God, but did not glorify him as God. Nor were they thankful, but became futile in their thinking, and their foolish hearts became darkened. So in turn, everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light for fear that their darkness will be exposed. But here is good news. For the people living in darkness have seen a great light. Yes, God is light. He is Father of the lights. Lord, you are my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? For the good Lord has said, I am the light of the world. If you follow me, you will not have to walk in darkness, because you will have the light that leads to life.
I spent many of my years in darkness dealing with depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts.
I never thought there'd be a day that I can escape darkness. I never thought there'd be a day where I can outrun my past.
Women were just tally marks. It was the thing to just get drunk and party. And
I definitely never thought that there'd ever be a point in my life where I was not defined by weed smoking, pornography.
It left deep emotional and spiritual scars on my life. Here I was, the high school star football player, homecoming king, going to be a doctor, and suddenly I found myself kicked out of college and having an abortion.
I never truly experienced the love of God. As I got older, when I turned 16, I looked for that love in men, and I found it in a relationship that was very abusive. There were many nights where I didn't want to live to see the next day.
There were so many things that happened that happened to me when I was younger, traumatic things that happened, that the older I got, I started to see the result of me trying to pour dirt on it and put it under the rug.
It wasn't until I was finally able to encounter God's love that I knew what love was. I was able to understand what love was.
And it wasn't until I encountered Jesus that God showed me who he truly was as a father. And he healed so many of my wounds. He changed me and transformed me completely as a man.
I was living in the most desperate, dark time of my life until I encountered God, where he told me, we're not living in complacency anymore. And I said yes, and ever since then, my heart has been on fire for him. I have seen him do amazing things in my life, both in me and through me and in the people around me.
Out of everything I've ever done in my life, that God came back for me, that he sent Jesus to come and save me, and the love that comes from experiencing the presence of God.
He gives light to those who live in darkness and live in the shadow of death. And he guides them to a path of peace. But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's own special people, that you may proclaim the praises of him who called you out of darkness and into his marvelous light.